All right. So thank you guys for hopping on. This is week 2 of our level 3 coaches. Tonight we're going to quickly go over social media. So on the checklist, if you guys printed that off or saved it, it is I meet 3 to 5 people a day, growing on Facebook, Instagram. I put Snapchat, but I know nothing about Snapchat, so I'm not even going to dive into that because I'm clueless. Posting consistently on social media and following other leaders' posts and duplicating. So this might kind of seem basic, but at the same time, we can also, if we have time, we can also kind of jump ideas at each other on how to meet other people as well. I know Jessica Kearns is really good at that, on meeting people on social media. So the first one is meeting 3 to 5 people. That's part of our vital behavior, but that's also a scary thing for a lot of people to do. I mean, especially as a new coach or even you still kind of feel stuck, or you might be meeting people that are maybe considered low-hanging fruit, and then they're not turning into coaches. They're not turning into any type of prospects. And so for me, I've somehow gotten in this weird like Nashville clique kind of thing. I know none of these girls, but they're all friends with each other. I don't even know if they go out together. They're all gorgeous. I have no idea who they are, and I cannot relate to them whatsoever. I'm really intimidated. But when I go through on my power hour, I go, well, I know they'll accept my friend request because we have so many mutual friends. And then they accept my friend request, and I go, I don't know what to say to you because you're always going to these cool Nashville places, and I'm at home with my kids. So they're considered low-hanging fruit to me because I know they'll accept my friend request, but they're not getting me anywhere. So kind of think about that as you're meeting people. Are you meeting people out of convenience, or are you meeting people that you really think that you can, convert over in whichever type of way? Another easy one for me is, younger moms that don't have a lot of money, because I can relate to that part, but at the same time, they're kind of harder to convert over because they don't have any money. So that's another one for me. So I've had to kind of remind myself when I'm sending friend requests is, are they mothers? Do they have kids around the same age as mine? Do they kind of live in the area? I'll still kind of meet people in the Nashville area. That way I can kind of connect with. But so as you're going through this, think about people that you can genuinely build a relationship with. I am not going to go to Nashville hotspots with these people and party. That's just not me. Period. I would be sitting in the corner. So think about, as you're meeting people, is it someone that you can actually go out and meet and enjoy the time together? Granted, there are going to be people that you're going to wind up friend requesting and you're going to go, they are bonkers. I am not going to have anything to do with them. And that's okay, because those people you just kind of move out and you friend request new people. But try and judge a little bit and try not to go after low-hanging fruit just because you know they'll accept your friend request. So meeting 3 to 5 people a day. Now, this can be on Instagram. Recently, I started paying for likes on Instagram. And literally, I was telling Ken, because I've been tracking it. I was going to try and look really quick. But I went from like 8, I don't remember. I've jumped up for the past week, like almost over 100 new followers. And some of them are kind of like, weird accounts, but some of them are also women that are into fitness, not just in competing, in the gym atmosphere, but they're women that are looking to lose weight or they're on their journey. So of course you still have to kind of sift through all those likes, but that could be something that you could look into is paying for likes. And I can tell, if anyone needs information on that, I can tell you who I used. You just pay weekly, because I didn't want to like contract it into something. I had thought about even paying Trey. I mean, you can literally go through the hashtags. Like if you do hashtag Nashville, all you do is click on Nashville and like everyone that hashtag Nashville and hope that they follow you back. So it takes a little bit of time. You could also hire that out. If you don't want to pay a company, then you can, like what I was saying, I was going to hire Trey and say, hey, I'll give you $10 a week if you sit there and go through my account and find me new followers, which that's all that they're doing, that these companies are doing. It's just that it's time consuming and I don't want to do it. So kind of think about, ways on Instagram that you can build your following over there. That and Snapchat, I hate to say, are one of the biggest places that people are at right now. And I have not gone over to Snapchat, and I don't know if I ever will. I will very reluctantly do it if I have to, but I'm building my Instagram page because I don't want to go over to Snapchat. So paying for likes, or you can now pay for your ads on your like page can now be ads on Instagram. So I did that, and I've kind of gotten some traction over there. So kind of get creative on how you're meeting people in different platforms. So not just on Facebook, but if you build your like page, then that one's always kind of harder for me. But kind of think about ways that you can build a following over there, Instagram, as well as just literally sitting down and friend requesting people. Another way that I friend request people is that, like, say Ashley, who's not a coach, makes a post, then I friend request people off of her post, because more than likely they're pretty good friends with Ashley, and they've recently been on Facebook. So you might friend request an account where they're not on Facebook a lot. And so more than likely, if they've commented on a recent post, they've been on recently. So you know that either they've seen your friend request and they don't want to be your friend, or they've seen your friend request and they'll accept it. And that way you can kind of move forward, move fast, and you're kind of meeting like-minded people. So if you're friends with Ashley and you really like Ashley, you're more than likely going to be friends with her circle of people as well. So that's another kind of easy way to meet people. So like what I said, growing on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Snapchat, what I've heard, I don't remember who told me this, it's the fourth social media, like top social media platform right now, the fourth one. I think Facebook is still number one, and then Instagram, and I'm pretty sure Pinterest. So growing on Facebook, you always want things to get as much traction as possible. And right now I'm hearing all across the board, even with me, because I know that I use Ashley Rowell as kind of my complainer. But I've messaged her many times and gone, why are my posts not going up? And so I finally looked on one of the leader walls, and they're having the same trouble. So don't feel like as if your posts are not building traction right now, don't feel like it's you, or that people don't want to talk to you, or they don't want to see what you're about. It's that for some reason something's going on, and you're just going to have to stay on top of your game. And so look at A, what you're posting, B, when you're posting, and how even just changing a word might completely change the whole post and make it go high. So you might kind of have to look at, are your graphics eye-catching? You might have to take a little bit more time to kind of think about your picture along with your wording. And vice versa. You might have a great picture, but the wording might not be there. So then you're going to have to kind of redo it. It might take a little while, but you want as much traction on every single post, whether that be memes. I know Jessica Kearns posts a lot of memes. And it's not that well, it is A, that she loves coffee, but B, it gets people talking. A, you're not just a Beachbody coach. And that's the thing, is that we're not, what separates us from other companies is that we are not sitting there posting ourselves and, before and after pictures and our websites and all that. We're truly a person getting to know other people. And so in order to do that, you're going to have to let them see a little bit about you. You're going to have to be presentable. I mean, not presentable, because I always look like this now. I'm not ever presentable at this point. But being catchy, so bringing people into your life, talking about what you're doing, something very small might generate a lot of talk, or it might generate a sale. You never know. I don't like live videos just because I feel like I start stammering and my mind is going in different ways. But on the live video I did about the containers, it generated a challenge group sale, a challenge pack sale from someone I had no idea that would ever be interested. But because of that video, he started becoming interested. So kind of think about things that maybe you haven't tried yet, or different ways that you can invite to your challenge group or whatever. But remember to be interesting, to invite people into your life, to talk about what you're doing. The majority of you, there's Amber. I was trying to see who all was on. Like Christine's talking about, going hiking during the day. Talk about the things that Beachbody has done for you, whether it be that it's made you a happier person, or that it's put gas in your tank, or that it's allowed you to come home. Or Stephanie Hall Martinez posted that she is in Disney and is not as worried as what she would be about money had she not had Beachbody. And that's a really big deal. And it might be something kind of small where you might go, this will not make a big deal to anyone else, but it will, because people can't relate to a seven-figure income like Lisa. They really can't relate to my income. They can relate to small success. So, if it's that you made $30, or whether that you've made $100 consistently, or whatever that may be, celebrate your successes as well as others, but celebrate yours, because that's what they're going to connect with. You are their expert. I'm not. You are. And so they want to hear what you're doing. And that will make them excited and want to be a part of your movement. Even when I was not making anything, I always stayed excited and wanted other people to join me and asked other people to join me, because I knew that I had goals, and these were the goals, that if you want to join me, then you're gonna run with me. We're gonna do this together. And so always keep that excitement going. Posting consistently on social media, which I know I've been really bad at the past couple of days, but try and get in the habit. And I have a screen share. So I posted this for in our new coach folder. And so if you start passing this out to your new coaches, hopefully this will kind of help. But this goes for everyone. Consistency is key. You got to post every day, even on days that you don't want to, even on days that you have a really hard time. You have a really bad day, you have to come up with something. So posting at consistent times, 7 to 8, something motivational. Maybe it's a quote. What I do is I find a quote that I feel like that I can relate to, and then I post a picture along with it. So I don't pull like a stock picture off of Pinterest. I'll create my own picture, whether it be, the white image with the black letters that I do on Instagram, or I kind of recreate, a picture of me with that quote, or what that quote means to me. So if this helps, staying on a schedule, then please use it. And then also start passing this down to your team. 11 to 1 Shakeology or a recipe. It's around lunchtime for really everyone. So, you know, you can post like what you're having for lunch on live. How easy it is to make a shake. If you have Shakeology for lunch, do a live video on how you make it and blend it and then talk about it. I mean, that's something really easy that a lot of people might not think about. So kind of think about ways that you can post like that and draw people in. From like mid-afternoon, my feed goes blank almost. Like if I post between 2 and 7, I hardly get any traction. So I posted 11 to 1 Shakeology, and then 8 to 9, a part of your journey or move of the day. Around 8 to 9 is when a lot of people are on. They're at home, they're relaxing, they're just sitting there scrolling on Facebook. So you want a really good post at 8 or 9 o'clock. So it can be your successes along the way. If you have dropped a belt loop on your pants, or if you've lost an inch, whatever, then start posting that then. Or you can do a move of the day. I have like an order on Instagram, which is good on some days, but then bad on days that I don't have a video like today. But I'll take a video, like a short clip. So I'll record like a minute or 2 of my workout and trim it up and then put it on Instagram and say, do this move 15 times. It's something very easy, and it also shows part of the workout of what you're doing. So even kind of think about that as well. Ask yourself, how has Beachbody changed your life? It does not have to be financial. The average person just wants to be a part of something bigger. So they want to be a part of Summit. They want to be a part of Super Saturday. They want to be a part of something. And so it doesn't have to be the money aspect. It can be what it's done for you mentally, how it's helped you, the friendships that you have created from this. I would not know any, well, I would know a couple of you. I would not know any of you guys had we not been in this together. Had I not decided to do this and have you not decided to sign up as well, then we would not be where we're at right now, friendship-wise, connected-wise, whatsoever. We would be individuals in this world, really kind of just doing our own thing. Now we're here combined, inspiring and helping other people. That's really amazing in itself. What did I learn from personal development today? Which will keep you on track for your personal development. So from 7 to 8, you take a quote out of your book and then make it your own. Then that will make you go, okay, every night I have to read personal development so that at 7 o'clock in the morning, I can make an inspirational post. That would completely help you stay on track. What coach or challenger can I recognize today? And it doesn't have to be yours, but I hope that you are consistently holding challenge groups and consistently checking in with the majority of your coaches. Did I do something new in my workout today? Did you do one more push-up? Did you do a pull-up? I still don't know if I can do a pull-up. Because I'm not good at it. You know what? Did you celebrate yourself? Don't feel like as if that is, I can't think of the word, snotty or selfish or self-absorbed. It's pretty amazing what you're doing and that you're doing it at home on your time. So celebrate yourself because you should be celebrated. What was my favorite, I misspelled recipe. What was my favorite recipe today? So, you know, don't always post about Shakeology. You can post a picture of your spaghetti, your clean spaghetti, and then put the containers beside it. That way you're not really talking about, oh, these are the containers and this is what it is, but you're saying I had spaghetti in a clean form and it fit into my meal guide. And so you're being kind of not sneaky, but you're just kind of putting breadcrumbs in all of your posts to where you don't have to post your link. So kind of keep this in mind. And if you guys need this link, then I can send it to you as well. It's in Dropbox. So posting consistently, following other leaders and duplicate. And this is kind of a fine line. And I know we're going over our time, but I want to really, really emphasize this. I don't want you to constantly stare at other leaders' posts and then question yourself, because it can leave you in a pretty bad spot. And it can make you feel like as if you're not worthy of succeeding. But I want you to look at other coaches. Like every once in a while, Bonnie Engel will come up on my Instagram. I don't follow anyone at this point anymore because it was taking a lot of joy out of me. And it was leaving me feeling really, really empty and bad about myself. So I don't follow anyone. But every once in a while, I will come up on, for some reason, Bonnie Engel comes up a ton on my Instagram page on Explore Posts. And so I'll kind of like go through her post and go, oh, I really like how she said that. And I'll screenshot it just because I can't remember jack squat in my day. But I'll take her post and then I'll recreate it. So it's not hers and it's not her wording, but it kind of inspired me to make something of that, or an image. And you really like how she put that together, or the wording that she used. So I don't want you to obsessively follow people. I don't even care if you follow people, but maybe if you write down a couple of coaches' names that you love how they build their business, you love how they post, and then maybe every once in a while, check in on their page and see how they're posting, because you might find inspiration in that. Just keep that fine line of not comparing yourself to other people. I think Bonnie Engel even said that too, somewhere on a leader's call or whatever. So kind of use that and look at their Instagram page. How are they building it? What are they posting on Facebook or on their like pages? How are they posting? What times are they posting? What are they posting? And granted, your page is not going to be like them because you're not like them. But you can take something and go, oh, I would so say that. And then flip it and make it your own and love on it and put your passion into it. Just don't copy and paste and don't compare yourself. So that's all I have on social media. I'm going to hit unrecord, and we went way over, and I'm super sorry. So hope that you guys have a good rest of the night. Make sure that you start implementing this like tomorrow morning. Oh, I was going to say on Facebook, they started doing where you can not just discard, but you can save as drafts. And so if you're busy, like Jessica Hall, I know you work, Mike, you work, Aaliyah, you do too. Or if you're just busy and you want to go ahead and get all your posts out of the way, create your post and then click on Save as Draft on your personal page. And then that way it saves it for like 3 days, it says. And then you can go on the post and either click delete or publish. And so then it's all just there instead of using Hootsuite or auto scheduling, because Facebook doesn't like third-party tools. I've had this terrible cough every night. So look at that, because I was like, whoa, this is so amazing. And it's 10 times better than using a third-party tool, because Facebook does not like that. So if you have to kind of like plan out your posts like that, either every night or every morning, and that way all you do is hit publish on the post when you're ready, then do that as well. Make this super simple on yourself. So hope you guys have a good rest of the night, and start implementing your social media, and I'll post the Dropbox link.
I have one question.
What?
How does Facebook not like that? How does it affect, real quick, when you're the third-party tools?
You're not seen as much.
Okay.
It recognizes that you're on their ears. I don't know why or why they care, but that's why you can't post YouTube links in your original post, because it won't be seen as much. They'll knock it down. So if you have to use Hootsuite or a third-party tool, then by all means use it, but try not to, just because it's not going to show up in the newsfeed as much as what it would if you posted live.
Okay.
So It kind of stinks, but I thought that was a good way around it.
All right.
So, all right, y'all. Have a good night. Bye.